Hey, I'm Aaron Kushler and welcome to another video from Foster Athletic. Today I'm going to be showing you exactly what's actually stopping your weight loss goals and will continue to stop them until you fully understand what's really happening and how to change that for good. So quite often we talk to a lot of people who are just at wit's end with all this stuff. They've really tried what feels like everything to lose weight and it just has never worked for them. You know, they've tried lots and lots of diets, going for runs every single day, doing 4-week boot camps or 6-week challenges, and they might lose weight initially, but eventually they gain it back plus more. Not only that, every time they try one of these methods, it feels like such a grind, something they just can't seem to stick to long term. The meal plans are often too hard to follow. Their family don't want to even eat the meals, therefore they're having to prepare separate meals for the rest of their family and eat something completely different. Plus, the workouts that they're doing are often really intense and they're exercises that actually wreak havoc on their joints. Eventually, they just stop doing them because everything hurts all the time. And before long, they're saying to us, well, I've tried everything and nothing seems to work, therefore I must be broken. If you found yourself saying that, or you're in exactly that same situation right now and that's where you're at, this video is going to absolutely blow your mind. So what's the solution? How do we actually fix that? Well, it's all got to do with your subconscious mind. Let me show you exactly what's really happening. So there are two major parts to your brain. You've got the conscious mind or the thinking brain. Then you've also got the subconscious mind. Think about it this way. The thinking brain is exactly that. Anything you have conscious control over. So what you're thinking about in that moment, it could be a problem that you're trying to solve, such as trying to get your kids to actually eat the meal that you've just prepared for them. Or it could even be a task at work. This part of the brain allows you to have the freedom to do what you want when you want to do it. It allows you to have choice. It's also involved in willpower, which is a finite resource. Some decisions are really easy to make when we have high willpower. Other decisions we just can't seem to make when it's really low. So, having a look at the diagram that we've got on the board, the conscious mind or thinking brain is involved in things like following plans. If we've got a meal plan, we're following that. We're using our conscious mind to think about what we're doing. Freedom to choose. We've got willpower, decisions, problem solving, and even cooking, the act of doing something that you have to make a conscious effort to do. The subconscious mind controls everything else. It regulates everything in your body just so that you can function every single day. It takes care of things like digesting your food, regulating your body temperature, generating energy within your body, dealing with stress, so the fight or flight or rest and digest response. And it's also the part of the brain that actually allows you to dream when you go to sleep. So looking at our diagram here, as you can see, there are a lot of things that the subconscious mind actually takes over and controls. You know, we've got the stress response, fight or flight or rest and digest. So if we're in a stressful situation, maybe we've gone to work and we've got deadlines we've got to meet, that's kicking in that fight or flight. That's helping your conscious mind make decisions really, really fast. It's giving you a quick burst of energy that's supplying you with enough conscious effort to make those decisions. But as we know, willpower is involved in that. So the willpower over the course of the day is going to get depleted. We've got repeating of habits. So this is where if we learn something, our subconscious mind works out how to do this and how to repeat that habit time and time again. Much like when you were a young kid and you learned how to tie your shoelace. You had to practice and practice and practice that over and over and over again so that you were able to do it. And now you don't have to think about it. It's second nature to you. It's part of your subconscious mind. It knows it so well. It's just an action that you know how to do without even thinking about it. You've also got things like giving you energy, digesting food, long-term memory as well. So things that we remember when we are small children, we often carry that in later life. So that also forms habits that we have into our adult lives as well, that we formed back when we were kids. Our values, our feelings, emotions, and our beliefs. These are all formed from a young age and our subconscious mind remembers them, and that then drives our decisions that we make. The subconscious mind is also like a big sponge. It's constantly scanning your environment, both external and internal. So these are things that are in your surrounding environment or what your conscious mind is actually thinking about right then and there. And then what it does is it adjusts everything in your body to suit the environment. So if it's an external environment, if we're, back in the day when we got chased by a tiger and we had to run, it gave you enough energy right then and there to escape or to fight for your life. Much like in today's situation where if we're under stress, it gives us a quick boost of energy to get what we need to done. The other thing that the subconscious mind does really, really well, and as we've just touched on before, is forming and regulating habits. So once we've formed a habit and we've ingrained that into ourselves, our subconscious mind keeps us doing that habit over and over and over again every single day. It kind of becomes second nature, so you don't really have to think about it. So you might be thinking, well, great, Aaron, that makes some sense, but how does that actually affect me? How does that stop me from losing weight? Well, let's say, for example, let's play out a scenario here. Let's say you're trying to lose weight, all right, and you are just about to start a new 6-week challenge and follow a new diet or jump on something that's new, all right? These are all new things that you're having to learn and implement straight away in order for it to work. So your conscious mind is having to follow plans, such as the meal plan. You're having to make conscious efforts of the food that you need to now go out and buy and prepare. And you're thinking about, will the family like eating this food as well? Or am I going to have to cook them separate meals? Then if you're going to work, you might have deadlines that you have to meet. Maybe you got stuck in traffic and you're running late now. All the while throughout the day, your willpower is going down by the minute. It's getting used up because you're having to use this conscious energy to make these decisions. Am I going to be late if I go this way? Should I take the back streets? Is my boss going to yell at me because I'm late and I didn't meet my deadlines? If that's the case, that's going to trigger a stress response. All the while you're using through this finite resource that we have called willpower. Let's say that continues throughout the day. You're under stress now, you've skipped breakfast, you've skipped lunch because you just don't have time to eat them. And then you get home from work, you feel completely mentally exhausted. You know that feeling you get where physically you feel okay, but mentally you just feel like, bleh, you can't do anything. You don't really want to do anything. You're driving home and all you can think about is, I feel really, really tired and depleted. When I get home, what's the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to go and get something to eat. All right. And for a lot of people, this looks like snacking. They've got things in their house or they go past the shops on the way home from work and they grab something that's quick and convenient. What's really happening here is that's being formed as a habit. Your subconscious mind is now taken over because your conscious mind has run out of willpower. All right. You've no longer got the willpower to say to yourself, geez, I really shouldn't be eating this snack right now, or this bag of chips, or a packet of Tim Tams, or having a glass of wine. I really shouldn't be doing this. You haven't got any willpower left. It's not on your meal plan, but as far as you're concerned, you've had a really, really hard day. It's been really stressful and really taxing. Surely one day is not going to hurt. Your subconscious mind takes over and replays that same habit. And if snacking has become a habit for you, this is what's going on. This is what's telling your body, hey, I need some food. Give me some food. I'm going to make you feel like you really desperately need that food to feel good, to actually feel like you have some energy or feel good about yourself. And that's what's really happening here is the two minds are not working with each other. We've got one that's trying to do one road and the other that's going down in the other road. All right. Our conscious mind, as we said before, has only got a finite amount of willpower in it. All right. And once this starts to get fatigued, now the subconscious mind kicks in and it goes, all right, now we're going to do things that I know and I've done before, which have allowed me to keep surviving. Because at the end of the day, that's the whole goal of the subconscious mind, is to keep you functioning, keep you alive, keep your heart beating, digesting your food, keep you operating. All right. And that means getting some food in. As you can see, there's a lot more power in the subconscious mind and therefore a lot more control over what's going to happen in the long run. Willpower and your thinking brain alone is only going to get you so far. This is the main reason why people find it so difficult to stick to what they need to do to get the results. So if you've ever done a diet with a strict meal plan, or you've done a 6-week challenge and you've been able to stick to it for a short period of time, but then after that challenge or that meal plan's over, or a certain period of time goes by and you just throw in the towel and one day turns into 3 days of off the plan, and before you know it, you're completely off. That's what's really going on here, is the subconscious mind is taking back over and dictating what you're doing in your daily habits. Often at this point is when people go searching for more and more information, another challenge, some more motivation to really kick them into gear and to give them a kickstart in the direction that they need to go. But in reality, all they're doing from doing this is overloading the thinking brain even more and just burning out faster from doing that. All they're essentially doing is trying to work against their subconscious mind, which is already doing things on autopilot without them even having to think about it. So the key to changing that and the key to actually turning this around is to ingrain a new set of habits into the subconscious mind. Basically reprogram your subconscious mind. That way, even when willpower gets depleted and our conscious mind no longer can make those decisions that are in our best interests, it's not going to be a concern because we're already making those decisions without the efforts of the conscious mind. It's stuff on autopilot already. And there is a way to do that. So the idea here is that you're no longer going to have to stress out about getting into shape. You're already going to be in shape because now your daily actions are happening on autopilot. Essentially, it's now become second nature. So in the next video, what I'm going to be doing is breaking this stuff down for you and showing you how we can create new habits, a new program for the subconscious mind. That way you'll be able to do the stuff to get in shape. And because it's so ingrained and you don't have to think about it, the best part is you'll be able to stay in shape. Once you're there, you will be able to do this stuff on autopilot. So no more having to burn through willpower just to try and get results and then later for the weight to come back on. So I hope this video was really helpful for you. Be on the lookout for the next video in which we're going to break down how to reprogram this part of your brain so that we can get these habits and actions working for you instead of it feeling like it's working against you. If you found this video helpful, let me know down below in the comments down below this video. I'd love to hear what your biggest takeaway was. Also, do me a favor, if you found this video helpful, like the video as well as subscribe to the channel and even share it with a friend if there's someone that you know who could get a lot of value out of this. As always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.